again, there was something mythical about it, and it was just that kind of, you're on the edge of the next stop is the States, and a lot of that is, you're just history there, and all the Irish emigrating and that, and you feel it all, you really do. How are you doing, man? Good?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, man. Good.
I'm very excited to talk about the Banshees of Inisherin. I mean, I have been a big Martin McDonagh fan for a long while now, and this just feels like another wonderful entry into his filmography, as well as yours. What about the project really caught your interest to want to be a part of it?
I mean, I'll be honest, Grant, anything that Martin McDonagh does, I'd sign up to it. When I got the email off him, it was, just like, I'm in. He was like, do you want to read it? And I didn't obviously say I'm in, but I was like, whatever you do, I'd love to do it. I'd be a part of. I think he's amazing. He is amazing.
So then what was your first reaction like when you learned about Dominic and the arc he would go through the film?
When I read it, I read it again. It was just so fucking funny, but heartbreaking as well. And I'd never read a script that I understood so much, if you get me. And it was just, there's a certain rhythm to it. And Martin, I don't know, but he just does it. And it just, and it's just really, it's so easy to read. I wouldn't say that's just because I'm Irish and it's an Irish story. I just think it's, his writing is fucking unreal, and he's a great understanding of humans and these characters. And so, yeah, I remember texting him, I was like, I couldn't stop laughing, but I'm also heartbroken.
Yeah, that definitely is a mood he's well known for throughout his films. And Dominic especially, I mean, he feels like the epitome of that that feel good, feel bad kind of storyline to watch. I mean, what was that like for you getting to the heart of him to bring him to life on screen?
It was fun, getting to play a character with such innocence and kind of naivety is nice, especially when I go play these other characters that are so sinister, and to kind of show that range and show that I can go to that place of being, vulnerable, and also being, no bad demeanor or nothing behind it, literally just pure good and pure little soul. But it was nice to go there and, get my teeth into Dominic. I understood him when I read him. I understood him, and I had not a lot of questions, but I had a lot of versions for Martin that I wanted to play with. And we just found him. We found him together, and he was totally on my side, Martin.
That's great. That's always good to have that collaborative experience because the character feels very much your own as much as Martin's throughout the film. Of course. What was it also like developing your rapport with Colin and Carrie? Because I mean, you share most of the screen time, it feels, with those two, and you all have just a great rapport.
They're great, and Colin and Carrie are great together as well. So there was a scene or two where there was three of us involved, and it just, when you're working with such incredible people, it's easy. It's easy, and the next take, you're enjoying it. You're in that flow state of, just learning and actually pushing yourself to different places, and, kind of coming up with new little things as well on the spot. And that's a credit to them too. So it's just great to see them work. I mean, they're both fascinating in the movie. They really are. It was my first time working with Carrie, and she is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I had great fun.
So what was it also like for you getting to go back to Ireland and get to, bring something that feels so rooted in that culture while also feeling so universal?
There's something mythical about it, definitely. On that island, the two islands we shot on, there's, we were in that bubble, but there is something really mythical and, Irish about it. And it was beautiful. And being a young lad and trying to get phone service and that on the island, it's hard to sometimes sit back and just pause for a minute and just, feel it, if you get me. And I was watching Colin do that a lot. Colin just immersed himself in it totally and just, became part of the islands. But it was a really, really magical shoot, and an Irish crew as well, which is always amazing. And just, it was really nice to be home.
I've always wanted to go to Ireland, and then after seeing this film, I'm like, oh, I definitely need to go visit.
Well, you'd have to go to Ireland first, and then get another little plane, and get another little plane to go to this place. You know.
Yeah, I'll do it. It looks like a beautiful place. Oh man. So did you have any particular set or location you loved filming in the most out of all the ones you had in this one?
On the cliffs, because in one direction you've got the set, the wee little pub. And in the other direction, you've got the Atlantic Ocean, which kind of took you away from everything. And, and getting to turn this way while they set up and watch that was just, the waves. And there was something mythical about it. And it was just that kind of, you're on the edge of the next stop is the States. And, a lot of that is, you're just history there, and all the Irish emigrating and that, and you feel it all, you really do. And then you turn back to the set, and but that was my favorite, was when
when you got that little mental escape for a moment.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So now that the film's made its festival premieres, I mean, the reception has just been overwhelmingly positive, which is phenomenal to see. But how does that feel for you? Seeing that really positive early reception to the film.
That's great. I mean, it really is great. Making it felt special, but it's to see everyone respond to it. And I think it simply is because this story can take place anywhere. I know it's a certain time period and that, but this story exists everywhere in all of our little communities or wherever, and it's about, a male friendship, and it's, we don't often see that. So it's nice that everyone is kind of latching onto it.
I think when it finally goes wide, a lot more people are going to latch onto it. It's truly a moving film, and I can't wait to spread the word about it. Barry, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your week.
All right, man. You too.